Disney D23 happened a couple weeks ago, and it came as a shock that Lucasfilm hasn't announced their new animated show yet. But all hope is not lost, especially with Star Wars Celebration happening this April. And we've gotten a couple hints from animated voice actors that there's another show in the works. The voice actress for Asajj Ventress has apparently said that her appearance in The Bad Batch was only the beginning for her character. Also, Dave Filoni set up The Bad Batch finale with a big gap in the story between The Bad Batch and Rebels. Now, I think there's a couple reasons why Lucasfilm decided not to announce their new animated series at D23, and the main reason being is that the announcements focus on the live-action cinematic releases and the new live-action series for disneyplus. Lucasfilm released a last-minute concept trailer for The Mandalorian and Grogu, but they only released it for fans who were at D23. If you try to find a recording for the trailer, they've likely already been taken down. This has made fans think that the trailer is only a concept to gauge interest, and nothing that was in the trailer is set in stone yet. The Mandalorian and Grogu has already started filming, and Pedro Pascal has recorded some of his voice lines for the film. We won't be seeing the movie until mid-2026 though, so we have a long ways to go. But it makes sense that Lucasfilm wants to put a focus on the cinematic releases this far in advance, so it can help to drive interest when the film comes out later. In the next year, we're probably going to get a lot more teasers from The Mandalorian and Grogu. Another part of the focus for D23 was the upcoming release of Skeleton Crew. Skeleton Crew is a new live-action show that's coming out in December. It makes sense that this was a focus of D23 because it's the soonest project that's coming out. I have a feeling that Lucasfilm could only announce a couple pieces of media at D23, just because D23 is about all of Disney, it's not focused on just Star Wars. And the cinematic releases and Disney Plus live-action shows took priority. Skeleton Crew will be arriving on Disney Plus in December, and so far from the trailer, it looks pretty good. It features a story of a group of younglings in the New Republic who come across a Jedi. They travel to what appears to be another galaxy. My hope is that they eventually come across Cal Kestis from the Fallen Order games, since he too traveled to another galaxy. But since this video is mostly about the next animated show, let's get back to leaks and rumors of what we might be seeing coming to Disney Plus. We know Dave Filoni is very busy with his Mandalorian project this year and the beginning of next, so a live-action show is probably going to be on the back burner until his film is almost complete. This leaves perfect timing for the next show to be announced during Star Wars Celebration next year in April. It gives Lucasfilm about 8 months to nail down a concept, produce a few clips for teaser media, and announce it at the perfect opportunity where Star Wars fans around the globe are tuning in for the next project announcements. The rumors of the next show have been centered around Captain Rex and his new adventures between the Bad Batch and Rebels. Lucasfilm has reportedly been hiring a new project manager for their animated style shows. So if they're hiring for this role, we can only assume that they're not done telling stories in animated Star Wars. The fan base definitely is there for a new Clone Wars style show, and the Bad Batch perfectly set up Rex's storyline to keep continuing into another series. I think it's a good guess that we will be getting some kind of announcement soon enough in May at Star Wars Celebration. Another thing that needs a lot of explaining is the Empire's Secret cloning project. This could be another option for Lucasfilm to make a show around, but I think this gap of information is going to be explored in The Mandalorian and Grogu. Moff Gideon obviously worked on a bunch of clones, but the missing piece of the puzzle is how Palpatine figured out how to retain his midichlorian count after he got cloned. Using Omega in the cloning process was the only way to have a successful M-count transfer. As the story stands, the Empire has no record of Omega or her successful M-count transfer, since it was destroyed along with Hemlock in the Bad Batch finale. It's likely that Moff Gideon and Dr. Pershing's work on Grogu had filled the missing piece of the puzzle for a successful M-count transfer. This is something we will probably get explained in the upcoming Mandalorian movie though, so I wouldn't expect a show centered around this piece of information. If Lucasfilm's next show isn't the next series in the Clone Wars saga, it could be centered around Luke. We could get to see the adventures of Luke and Leia to help a new Republic form. We could also see more about Luke's new Jedi Order and his steps he took while developing a new training plan for his students. There are a ton of possibilities for a new show, but I really think that it's probably going to be clone related, just because the fan base is already there for animated Star Wars. Either way, it would be incredible if we did get a new show. Lucasfilm has had such amazing success for their show so far, and I can't wait to see what they do next. Also, if you love Star Wars, be sure to subscribe. I'll be keeping you updated with the most recent announcements and lore videos. And for more explanations on the animated shows, check out this video I did on the Bad Batch's armor. I explain exactly why their armor is so special and every modification they've made. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.